Liquidation lots for resale? Good luck. They're getting harder and harder to find. And in this video, I want to just talk about that and what I'm sort of doing to make up for it. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin' Ain't Easy. And in this video, I just want to talk to you guys about my thoughts on liquidation. You know, I'm constantly looking at some of the places that I used to go to pick up liquidation. And I mean, I've been talking about this last year about how liquidation's really kind of dying out, but I was still buying liquidation, right? But you know, I'm finding that some of even the places that I go to, you know, of course, directliquidation.com was a place I picked up about 20 to 30 pallets within about a year and a half. That I haven't bought one of those pallets in like a year and a half. Liquidation.com, that's another one that has nationwide facilities. In many cases, you can go and pick up a pallet or two or more if you have a U-Haul or your own truck or trailer, that type of thing. But I got to tell you guys, the quality of the liquidation pallets are just not there anymore. And I really blame it on a number of factors. Unfortunately, there's too many hands in the business and there's too many middlemen in the business. So from the time it gets from the company, let's say it's a Walmart pallet, Amazon pallet, Target pallet, it gets to the first middleman who then takes all these truckloads and then divvies them up into other truckloads, who then sends them out to whoever's buying the individual truckloads. And then the individual truckloads are being pieced out into individual pallets. But along the way, there's someone that's going into these pallets. I don't know where it's actually coming from, but at some point from the time that, you know, all this merchandise is released from the company to the time it gets into our hands, if you're buying that single pallet, somebody has gotten into those pallets and pulled out all the good stuff. And I'll say all the good stuff, but most of the good stuff. And from a reseller standpoint, that could be very frustrating and it can really turn you off into buying a lot of these pallets. Now, of course, there's a big reason why pallets are harder to find, and that is something that's been going on for the last couple of years, and that's the evolution of bin stores. And the more bin stores pop up, the more you're going to see that it's going to be difficult to find decent liquidation pallets. As it is, you know, you could find liquidation pallets, but in my opinion, about 80 to 90% of those pallets aren't worth your time. So if you're utilizing my 40-40 method when it comes to purchasing these pallets, you're only trying to get 40% MSRP and you're trying to be in to those pallets for 40% of that, right? So a $10,000 MSRP pallet, you don't want to spend more than $1,600 for, and you're hoping that you're going to make somewhere around $4,000 to $4,500, maybe more if you get a good one. But the good ones are disappearing. It's become a big problem for me, and that's why my sourcing hasn't been good at all in 2022. And where I'm looking at ways, whether it's online arbitrage or maybe it's just retail arbitrage of buying new stuff that's underpriced, sending it into Amazon, finding yard sales. So I went to a yard sale today and I picked up about $200 worth of stuff, and I think it is probably going to be a pretty good flip for me. But you know, it just puts a lot of pressure, whereas, you know, before all I have to do is just go online and bid on something and know it's going to be there. Yard sales, you just don't know what you're going to get. I don't want to declare liquidation dead just yet, but I got to tell you, the patient's in bad condition and there's no cure for what they have. This liquidation problem, I think, will be defined by how the liquidation lots look here in the next month and a half when we get the holiday Christmas returns in. But I'm not all that optimistic, because last year I was waiting for the same thing, and the pallets just weren't that great come late January and February, when usually and historically that's the case. You have more and more of people. Now, if you're buying on the truckload level, I guess, if you're buying on the larger level where you can get these truckloads, maybe these truckloads that are quote unquote organic, right? And you have a place to put them, like have a dock where you can have these truckloads sent to like a warehouse, then I guess for you, liquidation's probably not dead. But for the smaller seller, the one that relies on just taking their truck down, picking up 1 or 2 pallets, maybe finding something online. Because if you're a smaller seller relying on buying liquidation even online, having it shipped to you, the cost of freight is so much more than it used to be that it just makes really not worth the time to buy these large pallets. For me, it's yard sale. So I got up this morning, went to a yard sale, and I didn't get any footage of it because I really wasn't planning on going for that purpose. I will be doing some yard sale footage here coming up in the next few weeks. But it was more of let's focus on getting the stuff because I need more stuff. I recently picked up like 20 t-shirts, and these are like the concert t-shirts that people get at concerts. And I thought, wow, $1 a piece. You can tell they were worn, but they're still in very good condition. And I just want your thoughts on it. Found some what I think are fairly old ones, but I just can't be sure if they're like reproductions or if they're the actual real thing. But for me, $1 per t-shirt I think was a pretty good deal. I think you have fans that'll want the shirts regardless if they're priced right. So I want to show you that over here and just get your opinion. So I want to show you some of these shirts that I picked up. So I'll show you the first one, and a lot of these are concert shirts, not all of them, but I have a Garth Brooks here. And I don't know how this really comes out, but you can see it has all the the dates and everything on here, right? And now to me, just checking out the stitching, you let me know what you think. It looks like it's double stitched, and it's really no tag. This is a Hanes Comfort Soft. You can see that. So I don't know what to think. These are all $1, and picked up this one. It's a George Strait in concert right there, and it's a Gildan heavy cotton. Okay, and stitching looks like, I guess that's double stitch, right? Here's kind of something that's cool, and I did check out the comps on this one. It's a Harlem Globetrotters jersey, and on the back it's the number 4 for flight time, and the comps on this for like 20 to 30 bucks a piece. So I thought that was pretty cool. That'll pay for the whole lot, actually. These are $1 a piece. Picked this up. Now this one's a nickelback. Now look, I'm not a fan. I just picked these up. But I don't know, February 23rd to March 3. And this is a Port Company shirt. And it looks like this is a staff shirt. So someone who worked this concert got this shirt. So for $1, heck. So here we have a Taylor Swift. The concert dates on there. This one's a small. And this one's a Gildan Ultra Cotton. Again, looks like double stitch. And I don't know a whole lot about these. Single stitch, double stitch, triple stitch. That's why I'm bringing this to you so you guys can tell me what you think. Now I shouldn't have picked this shirt up only because you have a lot of the bleach action, or it looks like paint that's on this shirt. But soles are soles alike Bonnie Raitt with special guest Kebmo. Looks like it's a concert of some sort. Soles Alike Tour 2006. Maybe someone will want it even with that stuff going on. And it is a authentic pigment shirt. This was in there. I just picked it up, but I thought it was kind of cool. It's $1. Has the pockets for, and it looks like the pocket needs to be sewn here, but it has the pockets for Budweiser. And these are the long shorts, or maybe even, I don't know what you call these. Maybe you can tell me down below. But $1, I thought it was kind of different. Have an Eagles. Now I don't know how old this one is. This one is Anvil and as you can see here, Long Road Out to Eden Tour 2008, and the stitching You tell me what that is, because I'm learning the clothes game, I guess. Here's a Harley Davidson shirt, and of course, definitely worn on the back. It says Henderson Harley Davidson shop, and it has the Harley tag. Okay, so I think that's pretty decent. Here's an Adidas, at least that's what it says, Adidas the Finals 2016 Locker Room Golden State Warriors. There's nothing on the back, and it's the Go-To Tee by Adidas. Okay, Locker Room edition. Here's a Nike 3XT, just has the Nike logo on the front, and 3XL. This one here is a Polo Ralph Lauren, and it says the USA, United States of America, on the front. And on the back you have that, and that was also $1. I'm sure someone would want that. We have this one, looks kind of retro to me, maybe vintage back to like early 2000s. EA Sports video game brand, Fruit of the Loom tee, and here we go, MVP Baseball 2003. So almost vintage, right? I've never heard of this band. It's called the Black Keys. You can see that okay. The Black Keys, and they have all their concert dates on the back from 2012. So I thought that was kind of cool. No actual tag though. It looks like there was a tag, but someone cut it. So that's not all that helpful. Plus I've got to figure out what sizes these are. I guess I can just use the measurements. Now this one's interesting. This one says Pink Floyd, right? Dark Side of the Moon, 1972, right? But no tag. And again, if there was, it looks like someone may have cut it off. So I don't even know what size this thing is. And on the back it shows all the concert dates, 1972. And when I look at the stitching, again, this doesn't mean a whole lot to me. So I don't know the stitching patterns and what they mean. This is a really thin material, and I don't know if it's 1972 or what, but I think still for $1, can't beat that. I passed up a Bob Marley concert shirt because it had some stains from bleach stains, so I just passed it up. Here's one. It's not really a concert shirt, but I thought it was pretty cool for $1. Soul Rebel. Okay, there's nothing on the back, and it's Zion root wear, so it's size XL. We have, oh, you guys that love Barry Manilow. I write the songs. Here it is. Barry Manilow, One Night Live, one last time. It has all the dates for the concert on that. And you have Stars BZ as the name of the brand, I guess. And then the stitching. All the stitching seems to be very similar. And here's the last one that I picked up. It's Def Leppard. Okay, check this out. Def Leppard, Rock of Ages, right? 2012. So I had to run back inside because I forgot about this one. This is another one, the last one actually, that I picked up. This is a Led Zeppelin. And if you see on the shirt, June 21st, 1977, Los Angeles. And then on the back, it shows all the U.S. tour, Led Zeppelin, and all the locations. And it's really thin, just like that Pink Floyd shirt. I don't know if that means anything to you by looking at the stitching or not, but there's no tag. And I don't know, I can't really tell if they maybe ripped the tag off, but there's no sizing. It's not like it's printed on the shirt, but if you look at it, it's really sheer. You can see right through this shirt. So I just don't know what I'm looking at. So that's why I'm asking you guys for your help. What do you think of this for $22? I think I picked all these up for $22. I also got in the deal a brand new with tags Puma shirt that I thought was pretty cool that I'm going to put up in my store, but really less than 20 bucks for this pile that I went over. So let me know what you think. And I want to know what I'm looking at too, if you guys happen to know. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts on liquidation. Is there a future for liquidation here, or is liquidation as we know it dead? For those of you who've bought liquidation before, maybe you're in the business of buying liquidation to resell, what have you noticed over the last year or two as it pertains to the availability of these pallets? And for me, you know, as long as you have these bin stores, as long as other entities have a demand for these liquidation pallets, it's going to be much, much harder for you and I to get this and rely on this type of sourcing. So also I want to know what you guys think about these shirts. I mean, I picked them up for $1 a piece. I mean, most of them look authentic. The older ones from the 70s, the Led Zeppelin and the Pink Floyd, just kind of wondering about, because there's no tag on them. They're really thinner material. And I was talking to Archie. He said that a lot of the shirts from the 70s were on the thinner side. But what do you guys think of these? Are they vintage or are they reproduction? And even if they're reproduction for $1, I'm sure that some fan out there would want pick it up for $10 to $15. And certainly just with the jersey alone, that'll get my money back. So want your thoughts down below. Just a quick fun video today to kind of share with you what I made, but I was also thinking about liquidation because I'm always looking for it, and it just makes me sad, guys, but it's part of the business, right? So do me a favor, hit the like button if you enjoy the content of this video. Of course, if you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy the content, want to be notified when I put out more content or when we go live, be sure to hit that notification bell. So guys, sourcing, it's the #1 name of the game in order to be successful in this business. You got to have good sourcing venues, whether it's liquidation, whether it's yard sales, or any other way that you source. Having all your eggs in one basket, I've learned this the hard way, is a recipe for disaster. But yet, it's just another example how sometimes flipping ain't easy. And I want you to check out the video here on liquidation. And until the next time, have a great, great rest of your weekend.